Duelist Club for life.
Watu representing the Duelist Club, and today I'm showing you guys my Batteryman deck profile. Right, I made second place with this deck. That shows how good our locals are. So yeah, let's get into it. Gonna want to play one Batteryman Industrial Strength. Most people play, you know, double or even maybe triple of their boss monster. It's usually only one because you don't really need it a lot. But when you get it out, yo, it does too much. And if it gets taken out, like if it gets banished or if it gets, you know, sent to the grave, you have multiple ways to just bring it back onto the field. So there's no need to play like any multiples. Anything more than one would just break you out. So just play one. I decided the morning of to switch this to two. You're gonna want to play two Batteryman Microcell, mainly because you gotta wait a turn in order to get its effect, or hope that your opponent attacks this and not sends it to your hand. And that's the main problem with this card, is that like it's really susceptible to being like negated and stuff like that. But when it doesn't, yo, it's really good. When it gets destroyed, you draw a card. If it gets flipped, you get to go into your deck, look for one Batteryman monster that's level 4 around there, like lower, and then you bring it onto the field. So the only reason why you would play that card. Triple 9-volt, the most important card in the deck. Without this card, this deck wouldn't be a deck. So yeah, Batteryman 9-volt, its whole thing is, you know what I'm saying, you bring it out, it has 1000 attack and defense. When you use its effect, it doubles their attack and defense. The effect is you get to go into your deck, look for one Batteryman monster, add it to your hand, regardless any Batteryman monster. But at the end phase, it does get destroyed. But if you do this during your opponent's turn, like say they hit, you know, Microcell, and you special summon this guy out, it doesn't have to like be destroyed. So I mean, it comes out with 2000 and it stays 2000. You don't have to like get rid of it. Second most important card to this deck. Originally I used to just play one of this card because I never really understood the whole premise of it, but now I do. You play 3 of it. Not playing more than, you know, 3, not playing more than 2 is stupid, but yeah. Play 3. This main effect is just like 9 volts. You know, you bring it out, you special summon instead of adding it to your hand. Any Batteryman monster except for Industrial Strength because of its summoning condition. And this card gains 300 attack for each Batteryman on the field, and it does include itself. So even though it says 1800, it comes out as 2100. Plus any other Batteryman monsters you have on the field. Really powerful. Alright. You're going to want to play 3 of Batteryman Fuel Cell. I play 3 of it because it stacks on each other. If you have 2 or more Batteryman monsters out in the field, you can special summon this card instead of tributing it. And it has this effect where you can discard, not discard, but you can tribute one of your Batteryman monsters on the field, pick one card on your opponent's side and send it back to hand. The thing I love about this is, say you have 2 and you have 2 in your hand, you can be like, there's 2 on the field, boom, 2 on the field, boom. There was one time I was playing on Yugioh Pro 2, I was able to get out all 3 in one turn, which is stupid. That's already 6,300 damage, plus whatever Batteryman monster you have on the field. It's too much. Next, this one can be argued of whether or not you should play 2 or 3, but I play 3 Batteryman AAA. You don't really see these in a lot of Batteryman decks, but I love it because it's like a guaranteed XZs. You bring one out and the effect will allow you to special summon one of these guys from your hand or your graveyard. So you can use an effect to bring this one out to the field, use Fuel Cell's effect to, you know, get rid of it, and then you can might like search off of 9-volt to add another one to your hand. Normal summon, bring the other one out, XZs. That's pretty much the only reason. Unless you're playing Lynx, it could also help out with that. I play 1 Thunder Seahorse. You can play 3, but 1 I think is okay because you're already playing 3 of everything. So you have a really good chance of drawing into stuff, and this one allows you to grab 2 of the same type of Thunder type monster that has 1600 attack or lower. So it already helps with searching a lot. The fact that you have this out there, it really helps out. In terms of hand traps, you know what I'm saying, you play 1 Max C. During your opponent's turn, you play it, you know how it goes. Triple Ghost Ogre. If I had Ash, I'd probably play Ash, but I think I like Ghost more, being that you just stop the, you just get them out of the way for any type of XZ, Synchro, whatever combos that they have. Triple Honest. People sleep on Honest nowadays, but you know, I really love this card, especially with Batteryman, because they're all weak. If you realize their boss monster is only 2600, this makes it to where it can swing over pretty much whatever you throw at it. Going into our spells.
Okay, so like, do you play like, when you win the die roll, do you go first or second? Because it seems like I know Batterymen, like they put out a lot of damage, but then there's also like where's it at? The microcells that it looks like you want to like set and have your opponent run into it. So like,
Yeah,
I guess that's for going first. But like, if you win the die roll, do you pick first or second?
I always go first.
Always first.
Because this deck, you know what I'm saying, it's not meta, it's not anti-meta. I don't even think it's really rogue. It's more of a casual deck. It's really susceptible to everything. So if I were you guys and you're playing this deck, I'd go first. Get out as much as you can. Hopefully they don't have anything to stop you out. There's not really much that you start at the beginning of your turn anyways. You usually set microcell if you have it. If you have 9 volt, you search for microcell usually, or you search for something else to tribute into if you think that they bricked. Most of the time you're just setting up your turn for the next turn. So yeah, you always want to go first. Now we're going into our spells. You have 1 Batteryman Charger. You pay 500, look for 1 Batteryman monster added to your hand. Not added to your hand, but special summon it. Which is why I'm saying, you know, you play 1 Industrial Strength and ignores the summoning condition. Play double Pot of Duality. You don't really special summon a lot, but when you do, I mean, you're not going to be able to do it unless you get the cards you need. And
it's usually on your opponent's turn, right? Like when you're setting or something with microcells, so it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter really, because you're, you know, special summoning on your opponent's turn anyways.
Yeah.
Double summon helps out a lot, especially, you know, whenever whenever I have 9 volt and I have Charger. Normal summon out 9 volt, play that, tribute out Charger. And like if I get this first turn, I think the optimal hand to start off with in terms of monsters would be 9 volt, double summon, and Charger, because you have such a big combo that you can go off of with those 3. Especially if you go into one of our other trap cards that I'm about to show later. It's stupid. In terms of board removal, I have 1 Twin Twister, Cosmic Cyclones. I would play Triple Twin, but I'm stupid and I traded off 2 of my twins, so I'm playing Double Cyclone. Monitors of the Stormforth helps you tribute out Charger. Like I said, is the most important. If it was a rank 4, not rank 4, but a level 4, it would be the most important Batteryman monster in this deck. But since you have like a whole bunch of like ways to get them out, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Last 2 traps that you want to get out: Short Circuit, Regeki. You don't need Regeki, I just have them in there. Short Circuit, if you have more than 2 Batteryman monsters on the field, so 3 or more, you destroy all cards your opponent controls. So, you know, this, oh my god, like this does so much for me. I went against this guy Q, really good. I went 2-1. Only reason why was because I had Short Circuit, got rid of all of his cards. I was able to go in and do what I needed to do. Next we're going to be going over our spells. And the spells we're going to be doing are Portable Battery Pack, Call the Haunted. Most Batteryman players play Triple Call. But being that you're playing so many Batteryman monsters, I play double Portable Battery Pack because it's like Haunted, except you look for 2 instead of 1. You don't really look for anything else to bring out into the field, except for maybe Thunder Seahorse if you need it. So, I mean, no reason to play more than just 1. Call the Haunted. Bad Aim. I just have it in there just for the sake of, you know, helping myself out. If they play a monster or like a spell or a trap with an effect, you play this card, you pick 1 card of their opponent's side, and you destroy it. So pretty much just as long as they use an effect, well, you know, you get a -1 on their side of the field. I don't have 2 strikes. I got rid of my ulti strike to make another deck that I'm not even playing anymore. But if you have this card, yes, play 2 of Solemn Strike, 1 warning. Strike and warning also help me out with like a lot of games, especially when you're going first, because 9 times out of 10, whenever I play this deck, I usually end up getting to this or somewhat close to this. And you know, when I'm playing first, I just negate all their stuff and then go along with my combo. That's pretty much the whole point of this deck, is just a stun and OTK. Next 2, this is kind of weird because you're not playing Scythe, but double Artifact Sanctum. You put them down as kind of like a swerve. You just bring them down, you hope that they pop it so you can pop one of their cards on the field for free. And then Drowning Mirror Force, you know, just to shuffle everything back into the deck, because there's so many cards that are just like, you know, destroy me, effects. You don't destroy them, you shuffle them. So yeah, this deck's like 42 cards. I might drop it to 40, depending. So yeah, we're gonna go over our extra deck. Double Starliege. I'm not gonna say the last part because I can't pronounce it, but really good. I never had to go into it today. I think I went into it once for a game, but I think I went into other cards more. It's really good. That's why I have 2 of it. I have 2 of this card, but I'm dropping it to 1 because it's not worth it. Pallades, it's pretty much fuel cell, except NXZ's monster. Has 2500 attack, which helps out, but you know, whatever. Plus it's a rank 5, and you only have 3 rank 5s, so it's not worth playing 2. Constellar, Batteryman M7, didn't have to go into it today. When I first got the deck, I used to always go into it. The effect to me isn't all that good. It's pretty much a Call of the Haunted, but not really. You discard one, you add one monster from your graveyard to your hand, so it's good for if you're using, your Ghost Ogres or, anything else, any type of hand trap. It's good to get those back into your hand for extra usage, but I don't go into it enough as it is, so, I mean, you only want to play one. The Gaga combo, you have Cowboy, you have Samurai. Both are pretty much there for game. You attack twice, game. Defense, game. So, I mean, either or. You don't have to play those cards, but Samurai gave me 4. Like, if we're doing best 2 out of 3, that one got me about 4 games, so helped me out. I got Castell and I got Diamond Dyer, both for, like, their reasons. You get rid of the card. This one, I never really used the first effect. I used the second one where I get rid of 2 and I shuffle the card back into the deck, mainly because I have so many ways to get back out my Batteryman monsters. I use those to get it out. Effect, get rid of it, bring it back onto the field, of course, etc. Double Baguska, really good first turn if you have like a bad hand. By bad hand, I mean you can only get out like AAA, which is pretty easy to do first turn. But yeah, Babuska's just there to buy time for 2 turns, so you can like get the cards you need to go into another combo. Abyss Dweller, just in case dinos were being played. There's a kid here who plays dinos, so just in case, I got Dweller. Tornado Dragon, you know why. I have to explain it. Proxy Dragon and Akashic. Link Spider, of course, I can't really go into, but Akashic, I like going into it. It's pretty easy. You bring this out underneath it to go into other stuff. I never had to go into these cards today, so I might even like cut this from the deck. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the extra. Going into our side deck. First card you're going to have on your side, of course, Electric Virus. If you play it, good. You know how to play Batteryman. It helps out with getting rid of those big dragons on your turn. You know what I'm saying? You add it to your side of the field, you can attack with it. During the next turn, it goes back to your opponent. But
yeah, we usually have a lot of ABC, and that's just like an instant out to Buster, so that's pretty good.
You force him to break it, or if not that, you know what I'm saying, you have Blue Eyes. We have a Blue Eyes Chaos Max player here. Oh my god, just taking that on your turn. Yo, that's already game. Dark Hole, just in case any board removal for certain cards. This is here just to stun out these multi-summon decks. Either that or anything that works really well with back row. Spell Shattering Arrow, play 1 of. Unwavering Bond, help me out. I went against a Metaphos player today. Yeah, he didn't really get far. I have Anti-Spell Fragrance. You know what I'm saying? Got that German print. I got Double Trap Stun. It was really good when I went against Q. I forgot what deck he was playing, but it was like...
I think it was Barrier Statues.
Just Barrier Statues, yeah. And this just kind of outed out a lot of stuff to help me get the win the first time. And then just in case if I need it, I don't ever need it, but Artifact Sanctum. Just as an extra, and that's pretty much the entire deck. Unless you got any questions for me?
Any any combos or anything that you want to show off?
Any combos? I can actually show you some combos. Let me see. Pow and Pow. This combo almost always works for me. First turn, set. Mm-hmm. That's pretty much it. Going in for combos, right? Bro. Going in for combos, I think the ideal is to have these 3. If you're lucky, I think this right here is the best combo you can go into. And I'll show you why. I'll show you 2 different combos you can do with this. Of course, you play 9 volt effect. You can add Batteryman Fuel Cell to hand. And then you play double summon. You tribute out 9 volt to bring out a charger, of course. And then you use battery charger. You bring back out 9 volt. You can't use the effect because you already used it. You have 2.
So what do you bring out with this though? Like, what do you summon from the deck?
You summon from the deck pretty much anything. Anything you want.
Okay.
Yes, any Batteryman will just come out. Let's just say
so just an extra body pretty much.
Yeah,
okay.
Let's just we'll just bring out AAA just for show. You just bring him out. You have 2 or more. You bring out this guy right here. You stop right there. Their next turn, they do what they need to do. If you're safe, you know what I'm saying. You get rid of something. I think this is good going second if they have nothing to stop you. Going into a fuel cell, but if you're going first, I would recommend going this route right here. So you know you summon up, of course. You look into your deck for AAA, and then you double summon. Bring out Batteryman Charger. Charger effect, of course, you special summon effect. Bring this guy out. You have 2 XZs into pretty much whatever you want. That's a good enough combo for me. It's pretty easy to work, pretty easy to use. Good beginner deck. So yeah, I mean that's like the best combo you can possibly make with this deck, with the exception of that new Batteryman card that's coming out. So yeah.
All right.